What is going on? Ah!
If you hit your head, that's just it, and I just learned that. I'm like, if I miss it, at least I'll slide in. There's like 3 levels to catch. Nope. No. Didn't know that was there, but I'll take it. Yes! Yes! I learned something and then I died. All right. Oh, that was amazing. Thank you.
All right. Experiment time, guys. Experiment time. Oh my God, will it? Oh, yes! I am so pleased. Small copay at the Career Center and all your fees will be cleared. How bad did it really go? I mean, there is no fire. Oh no, there is fire. Oh. Oh, get away. Get away. Get far, far away. Ooh. Right. That's...
Oh, forgot you can't jump on those. Oh. Okay. That world is probably only quick because I am not going through it, right? Like, there are lower points that you can apparently fight through them to... that...
I can unstick... Oh, it's gotten worse. It's gotten so much worse.
Alias says that let's listen to the Star Wars soundtrack. Is that a sci-fi monkey, or is she just a monkey? But
well, I'm currently
oh, where are you?
well, I'm inside a wall.
Oh, so I wouldn't be able to see you anyway.
No, I'm assuming Serenar will be clipping this. Aha!
Oh.
Nope, now my legs are inside the wall. Hold on.
Are you waiting for the clip before you go for the click when stuck thing?
Well, I'm trying to just escape any way I can at this point. There, I escaped. That's a thing that we've done. Well, at least we're safely away from the incident. Or are you silent? Uh-oh. Saved it. We're good. Everything's fine. Nothing happened. We're all good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep. It was fine.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Die, cat. We're gonna die, cat. Here we go. Banzai! Boom. Yeah, professional right there. Now I get to annoy Suki by having to get out of my truck. Okay, we got it. Oh yeah, she's fine. What were we worried about, guys? What were we worried about? Look at this. It's like professional truck loading with Dare. Is that actually 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3? No. I'm gonna be that person. Go this way with it. Oh, straighten her out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That's exact.
Hello, everybody. I'm here. I don't know where the squirrel is.
Ooh.
Ah, squirrels.
Join in the convoy now.
Okay then. I've already picked up a job, so everybody be happy to know I didn't pick up a big job, but it's a job.
It'll do. Oh, I left my window open and it rained and now my windowsill's wet.
Oh no! Sudden gwiwer, exactly.
Sneaky. Stealth.
Stealth gwiwer, AKs. How's it going? Did you see the stream title?
No.
Oh, okay. You're probably you're probably the only person who could even partially read the stream title.
Very good, very good. I hate how I save the convoy as a favorite and then I can't actually get back to it.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem. I don't have a problem with it. I believe it's a picnic, also known as an ID10T error. I was looking at whether I should trade in my truck for something else, and I just couldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it. You just keep it stashed in a garage somewhere and go back to it.
Yeah. Ooh, but I did see that you could uprate your Pete.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, you could add an extra axle to it.
Oh.
So you can have 4 axles.
No. I could probably change the cab right enough.
Figured it was making fun of Saranar. Well, sort of case. Sort of. It's more of a, I don't know what I would call it. More of a truthful statement on gwiwers.
Yeah, would we call it reminiscing or pointing out what happened last year?
Yes, both.
Well, I'm in the exact same spot I was the last time we were convoying, so that's good.
Yes. Well, that's where I was too. Because I haven't played the game since then.
Me neither.
Up north, I'm picking up a job from the AI location, not artificial intelligence, automotive intellect or something. I don't know what. Going to Scott's Bluff, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know where that is, but okay.
Yeah, well. Oh, you muppet! You could have made it through there. You're driving an Evo. Drive it like you stole it, like every other Evo driver.
Oh, I went down another rabbit hole earlier as well when I saw a Toyota Supra.
Ooh.
They're ridiculous prices, so no.
I
Plus,
don't
I don't
know.
think I can afford to insure one.
I don't know why you just don't go for the Evo. You already priced the insurance on the Evo. Just,
Because I don't want my car trying to kill me.
but it, well,
I
why
haven't
not?
quite hit midlife crisis yet. Most people go the other way from like sensible cars to crazy cars. I did the opposite. I went from silly bikes to sensible bikes.
Well, yeah, but see now, since you own a bike, which will kill you at the drop of a hat, why not just own an Evo and embrace the insanity?
And say, I don't need 2 wheels to kill me, I need 4 wheels to kill me as well.
Exactly. That was the longest red light on the known universe.
I assume I'm going the right way.
I don't know.
This is the direction I saw you heading, so I just followed.
Kay says you stream with me, so therefore you need something sensible in your life. Buy the Evo.
There's just tiers of ridiculousness, and then I got to bring it back down to Evo tier ridiculousness.
Yes. Speaking of clowns and ridiculousness, Wolf is in chat.
Hello. Oh, there was a car there. Whoops.
First crash of the stream was not me.
Someone mentioned it, and I didn't think they were gonna continue to do so, but they did.
We're hauling a trailer full of glass.
Well, at least it's not gonna explode.
It'll explode into a bunch of little pieces. Did I sneeze at the end of my stream title? Yes. I looked up Welsh.
It's a derpalopagus.
Fad is lurka bubbling to get food and doing farming. Hey Fad, how's it going?
Hello, Fad.
Okay.
I've been very busy today, so I've hardly even realized what day it is.
Alright, I'm here to wait for you. Alright. How many years of bad luck is destroying the trailer of glass? Many. Look at these car idiots. I love the AI in this game. Look at these idiots. Wolf is doing golfing. He's trying to get his balls in a hole.
I'm not gonna say anything to that.
I don't know.
It'll probably get clipped out of context, and nobody does that.
Yeah, nobody clips out of context in my streams. There isn't an entire highlight because I could not clip the naughty radio show with you in your back flap to receive Wolf's load.
I was when I was watching you stream yesterday, I couldn't help but notice that all of the clips that came after the stream were featuring me.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Except one. I think Das played Zelda, but yeah, it was. It's like there's just a disproportionate number of me being squashed, stomped, shot into space, making mistake and falling into river, etc.
I'm ignoring the GPS because I choose to. GPS don't own me. I'm gonna go my own way, mainly because it unlocks roads I haven't been on. Wolf just unlocked something that enables him to get a big pink shaft on his wood. I just witnessed a car crash in front of me that didn't involve me. Second crash of the stream did not involve me or Serenar. It involved the AI, who is now stuck in the middle of the intersection. That's fun.
Oh, that light didn't last long.
No, because I waited for the intersection to clear. Sato, hello. So this new controller I bought, brand new controller, the left trigger sticks.
Already? You don't get like contact cleaner in there or something?
I'm going to. Well, it's physically sticking, like, which was fine when I was playing Metal Wolf Chaos because that was the gun trigger. So I was just like, hold it down and hope, and then I didn't have to hold it down anymore because it just stuck down.
Yeah, I watched some of that VOD for Metal Wolf. I was just like, my jaw was open the whole time, going, "What on earth am I watching?"
It gets, like, the over-the-top voice acting gets so much better. There is a scene late in the game where your character jumps out of a plane or a space station or orbital doppelganger balloon, I don't know, and he's flying down in his spacesuit, and he says, I'm going to kill you, Richard Wolf. Why? Because I'm the President of the United States of America. And it's like, really? Really? That's okay, whatever.
I didn't get that far. I think I only got about 40 minutes in and went, I can't watch any more of this.
Oh, no,
I have to go back. No.
It didn't happen in the VOD. It happens late in the game. I can't get past the first mission. I've given up. I'm just like, it's so FromSoft, and I'm just not a FromSoft person.
Is that their kind of shtick?
Oh yeah,
when it comes to games.
they're Dark Souls and Elden Ring and all that is FromSoft.
And then they released that as well, or is it just in?
They released that in 2004 on the OG Xbox. It was only released in Japan, so the only way to get it in the United States was to import it from Japan and have a cracked Xbox, OG Xbox. But then Devolver Digital decided that it needed to come to the United States, and so they brought it to the United States.
So it wasn't emulated. It was an
No.
actual game.
It's actual, yeah. You can pick it up on Steam. In fact, I gifted it to Minister Gold
Oh my goodness.
because he's a big
I hope it wasn't
FromSoft.
much.
He loves FromSoft. Oh, it was like $14. So,
Ah.
but he loves FromSoft games. He's played all of them. He's beaten all of them. So I was like, yeah.
Probably not that one.
No, he hasn't. He was like, oh my gosh, this is FromSoft.
Vintage.
Yes. Wolfman says you are a dozy, clumsy, silly sausage, but we apparently love you for that.
Factual statements are allowed.
Yes, Sato, they do not make controllers like they used to. Your 3-month-old warranty replacement is already having stick drift issues. Yes, that is, yeah. I'm gonna have to do something about it because the brake doesn't stick, just the accelerator, which, fine, whatever.
Probably wouldn't for them.
I mean, it would work for Wreckfest.
Just like Sato customization.
Right. Good thing the brakes don't stick. Hi, Bushnell truck, who wants to stop
Oh,
randomly. Hi.
Hello.
This Bushnell truck moved into this lane and has been a tit ever since. Wolf raided into my Metal Wolf Chaos stream, and the last words in his stream were along the lines of, WTF is he playing? Do you drive differently in this to Wreckfest? Yeah. Sorta.
Rushes into slightly less things.
Sheesh, you. Well, you're in front now, so we gotta watch you wreck. You've already had one wreck.
Car merged into me.
Doesn't matter. You had a wreck, and the AI had a wreck, and I have yet to have a wreck. So,
It's just nee.
of course, when I wreck, I will wreck in style and probably flip my truck 6 times. But whatever.
Yeah, you'll make up for it with gusto.
Style over substance, yes. We're on the server, Wolf. I knew what you meant, even though you don't know how to spell. And even when you do spell, you spell wrong because you spell the British way and add random extra letters to your words.
Aluminium.
I'm talking more like color. C-O-L-O-R, color. Not couleur. You're not French. You don't add letters to not pronounce them. Like check.
Like
C-H-E-Q-U-E-A-B-C-D-E-F-G, whereas we just like C-H-E-C-K. Check. Not that most people that are younger than us know what a check is, but whatever.
Does anyone need explaining as to what that is? It's a piece of paper that's worth money that you pay into a bank. Someone else wrote it and signed it.
My lifetime number of wrecks is still far from their reach, though. What are you talking about, Sun Shadow? Just because I have the insurance policy with the infinite number of lifetime wrecks. Mainly because my insurance agent has an island, a private island in the Caribbean. Basically the British Virgin Islands at this point. Not our fault you can't understand sophistication in spelling. It's not about sophistication. I don't care about no sophistication, eh? It's all about being quick, moving fast, getting it done. Get rid of those extra letters. I have the same comment about French, by the way.
Try learning Japanese. That's just something totally different.
All about being quick, eh? Yeah, you just asked Doss. Um, yep, yep. I knew Fad was going there, so I had to beat him to it. See, Wolf can't even spell. Are you drunk, Wolf? I think Wolf is drunk.
Well, I think his sense of time and days and all that has been thrown off by staying up like 3 days for the election.
Did England win something?
I don't know. Is there football today?
I raided into somebody yesterday, and they were complaining a lot about it, and I was like, I wonder if England won something or lost something. In which case, Wolf might be celebrating.
Semi-finals of some tournament.
Ah. They won on penalties in the quarterfinals yesterday. Well, I mean, I would just give penalties to England for being England.
I think it's just a running joke that every time there's a penalty shootout for a game, England always loses.
Yeah, but they won this time.
Well, they've used up all their luck now. They're not going to win the next one.
They got the water tower in there correctly? Did they? Okay. Giggity giggity goo. Thanks, Wolf. Fad. Wolf is an English, Scottish, Irish mongrel. You could have removed the rest of it and just said mongrel, so I don't follow any for the sake of family peace. You would follow any team that's like the England Dinosaurs, the England 1400s. That would be your team. You'd know everybody. Why are people driving like absolute numpties? All right, you two. Tabbers Lane it is, because I am not slowing down for your sorry sack.
Yeah, there was a Tesla in the inside lane just doing like 50 for no reason.
For the reasons of raisins. The York interchange has a very visible water tower that works as a landmark. Nice. Okay. Because it's 100.
Oh, is that where we are?
I guess it's 180 between Lincoln and Grand Island. Oh, okay.
Well, we have gone past Lincoln.
Do we need to redefine win to lucked through to the next? Yes, Fad. That is apparently what you need to do.
So they're in the semi-finals?
I don't know. Quarterfinals. So yes, semifinals come after quarterfinals.
Yeah. And do we know who they're going to be playing yet? Just so I know to avoid the outside world when all of this is happening.
I mean, I would assume that if it's going to be win, it would be, if they were to win, they would have to play like set of kindergartners who half of them have asthma and the other half use crutches, and they would still beat your team, the English team, but instead they're going to lose because they're playing the Netherlands.
I suppose they're a reasonable team. I don't really know.
I have no idea.
All I'd usually do is just try and figure out when the football is on and then time my visit to the shops after kickoff so that the roads are quiet.
Yeah, we go shopping during Broncos games, and well, not anymore because they're terrible. Nuggets game, no, not them.
I crashed.
Did you?
Crash my game?
Oh, you crashed your game.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness! Oh, somebody needs to clip that wreck.
The game just totally froze. Good lord. Wow.
Gonna need somebody on that clip button. What's that about your country, Sato? You'll beat England.
Well, don't think I'm getting out of that one.
No, because when I passed you, you were over a fence upside down.
Where am I? I can't even see. Where's the devil? Oh well.
That, okay.
That is the first time I've ever seen my truck cargo and trailer at 100% damage.
Thank you, Vad. The roads are quiet.
Wow. Okay. No idea what happened there. I should have just pressed the brake as soon as that happened, but I don't think it would have helped me. Right.
It is known in the trade as doing an Andy.
Do you want to see how much it's going to cost to fix all this?
You might as well just buy a new truck. You Fat both did it. Nice case. It's not often that you can catch someone other than me or Sato barrel rolling down a road.
I was expecting the worst. Right. Where am I? Might as well just buy a new truck.
Try the Western Star. Pick up the Western Star 57X.
All right.
I found it actually a pretty decent rig.
Where can I get it delivered to, though?
I don't know. Back on the football topic, my theory is that all players earn too much at their normal club and they have no interest in pushing themselves while on the national team. Well, that's probably true. Wolf bought a game, big ambitions on Kurt's recommendation, therefore everyone worries for his sanity. Wait, you never had sanity, Wolf?
What game was it?
Big ambitions.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, Wolf has some big ambitions of actually it being good.
Right then. Where were we? On my roof? Somewhere?
Yeah, you were on your roof somewhere.
Right, this is a... Oh, I'm in an international dealer.
Yeah, I think International sells Western Star. I'm rolling by that exit right now. Still 200 miles to my exit. Kay's got the clip in Discord a few seconds before you, but you can post here. That's true. I think Kay's
Well, I managed to take a clip on my capture software, but I don't know what it would, how it would look.
I mean, it's worth it if you also got the after the fact where you were looking at the ground as the sky and the sky as the ground.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how it works. Oh dear.
I mean, it just goes with the general Serenar effect upon games and attempts to go into space.
The only ones I can see here is International Lone Star. Is that the one?
No. You'll need to leave the international dealer. You'll have to go to Western Star dealer, I guess.
Oh well.
The 57X is a pretty nice truck. I would recommend trying it out and seeing what you think. Oh, you tit waffle! You waited until I moved lanes and then you put your foot down. Nice to have something of Little Miss Clip Button in the collection rather than her posting them of me for once. Well... Yes. And it was spectacular. We have to say that was a spectacular wreck.
I feel like I missed out on the majesty of it because I was just frozen and then I was upside down in a bush. So I don't really know what happened in between.
The clip definitely has the majesty of the barrel rolling, flipping, twisting, turning truck. And the car that you yeeted into space too.
Excellent.
Weaver's truck wanted tummy scritches. Yes. Oh, I'm exiting here. I probably should actually make the exit. I feel like this truck is burning a lot of fuel. Because I swear I filled up last time we streamed.
Possibly. Just specking out this truck. I don't know where it's going to get delivered to, mind.
Wherever your home base is?
Oh, Vegas. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that.
Serenar truck shopping after destroying her first truck.
I did. In quite spectacular style. I didn't get to see it.
You probably would have had to have a throw-up bucket for the amount of barrel rolling and flipping you were doing. Oop, I do need
Oh
to.
yes, I think you're gonna like this truck. Not
Okay.
much, but you'll like it.
It was like Serenar hit a speed bump IRL. Okay, I had my first crash. I tapped a barrier.
Can't take you anywhere.
Hey, I'll take one barrier tap to you barrel rolling a truck and having a car wreck with a car, and a car having a wreck with another car.
Something. I don't care.
Serenar should look at the clip. She disappeared, then reappeared in the side and did cartwheels. Yes, it was. It was impressive. When you reappeared, I thought for sure I was about to have a massive wreck, but then you went.
I had Red Eagled across the whole motorway.
No, you appeared like halfway in the lane I was traveling, and I was at full speed, and there was no way I was making that stop. So I was just like, at full send, might as well, and then you disappeared into semi-orbital attempt.
Anyway, I can't. I'm buying this truck. Doing stuff.
That should be the tag on my channel. Can't take him anywhere. I don't know what you're talking about. Or have to take him twice. Or have to take him twice. Second time to apologize. It's like having a lunatic coming towards you at full speed whilst driving down the wrong way. I mean, yeah. I actually don't think I was at full speed when that happened, but...
Well, I figured if it was worth doing.
Oh no, he's referring to when I charged him and Huzen by driving on the wrong lane in ATS. Down a motorway.
Well, I just put the same paint job on. There's no more gearbox than 12 speed on this configuration.
It's probably okay. I mean, we just won't pull... Well, we could try pulling a super heavy, but... You're in full hyena troll mode that evening? I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Wolf, did you like the new song I posted in your music channel?
I've got a garage in Cheyenne, so I'm just about to head over there and get my truck.
Okay. You're going to pull a pizza together. You're going to pull it together? I mean, I'd put it together, but that's just me. Yeah, I'm 97 miles from delivery, and then I can hop over to Cheyenne.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got time to take a drink now, haven't I? Crikey.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a bit
You
more
see,
exciting than I was hoping for.
Wolf sees my post, rolls his eyes, and moves on. Now Huzin's posting troll songs there too. Come on, Wolf, you got to listen to some of them because some of them are actually like the one that I posted, the last one I posted. It was actually pretty darn funny. The music means absolutely diddly squat, but it's the video that is hilarious. And my YouTube algorithm is so confused. I can just imagine it as AI just going, I don't know what the hell's going on. Just give him that one. Oh, he liked it. Awesome. Let's give him another. Oh, he didn't like that. Oh, son of a.
Right. Oh my gosh, the mirrors are in another town.
Is there a way to download clips? I have no idea, Case. I would assume so. I mean, I can, but then I'm the owner of the channel, so. What'd you say about town?
Oh, the mirrors, they're in the next town.
Are they?
They're not bad, actually. I've zoomed out a bit.
Yeah. No, they're not as bad as like some of them. Some of them are just like, what in the world? I think it's international. Is it the international has a mirrors in the next postcode?
I do have one of those. I seem to recall it was quite difficult to see.
Yeah.
Nice big sat nav on this one, anyway.
Hmm.
So I can see ground sky, ground sky, ground sky in real time.
Yes. So at some point, I watched somebody who designed a rocket in KSP, Kerbal Space, to go direct from the Earth to Mars. He had something like 200 SRBs for initial liftoff from Earth. And it was like an 8-stage thing to manage to lift off and get up to 20 kilometers a second to make the straight jump from Earth to Mars. He stuck the landing on Mars and was able to return the Kerbals to Earth.
Wow. That's, yeah, I'm not... Kerbal's too hard for me. I've never bothered playing it.
I like the idea of Kerbal, but I don't like my Kerbals dying, so I don't take risks.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you got to take a risk on this one, and I'm just like, nope, not gonna do it. Nope, don't want my Kerbals to die. Which makes no sense whatsoever, but here we are.
I saw the clip from Twitch. That's quite spectacular.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't get to see any of it. I feel cheated. No. Right, I don't need fuel anymore because I got a whole new truck.
I can imagine the recovery service trying to recover that. Just being like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, how many thousand years of bad luck am I due for now?
Yes. That's the answer.
Yes, until the end of time.
One game Wolf has heard good things about. Someone mentioned earlier in another channel. It's called Planet Crafter, and he thinks we might enjoy it.
Yes, I have seen Planet Crafter. I think it's quite early on, still being worked on. But it does look good. It's got a neat vibe. It's a bit like Astroneer. in terms of only it's not quite as quirky style.
Okay. I actually don't know Astroneer.
Or like Subnautica, but in space.
Oh,
And there's
okay.
no actual enemies that I know of, so not
Oh.
quite as scary as Subnautica.
Oh. I'm ready for Subnautica 2 multiplayer.
Oh god.
Wolf says, you were born well, so you are doomed anyway.
Let's see if we've got any jobs for me.
Monkeys! Monkeys! Jordy! Hello. Welcome in. The monkeys are happy to see you! The monkeys are happy to see anybody, really. But they're really happy when people follow, and the monkeys might bite because, you know, they're monkeys, and monkeys get excited. But monkeys have had their shots, and we know where they've been, and we have a monkey bite med kit, so not a big deal. Farmer Kurt, on the other hand, Farmer Kurt does show up in chat. Farmer Kurt does bite. He has not had his shots. We don't really know where he's been, but we always assume a silage slurry pit, so just be careful of him. We don't provide any bite insurance for his bites. Where are you? You are in... You were in Cheyenne?
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Okay.
Figured it was easier just to get to you.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
All right, did you pick a job?
there's some tires to North Platte.
Is that where we're going?
Oh, there's one to Omaha, but that's all the way across Nebraska. I think I've got Omaha anyway. Yeah, North Platte sounds good.
All right, let's plat the north.
Back the way we came, let's try to rearrange the other side of the fence.
Yes. At least they're tires, so you might bounce.
Rather than smash it to a million pieces.
Right.
Which way is the... Oh, the other way.
Oh, it's right over here. Sweet.
Clonk. Mine's not. Oh, this one's got lots of collision avoidance beeps and buzzes and bongs.
Yeah, look at you in that new truck. Serenar driving her new rig.
Into all available objects.
Well, yes. I'm going into your head.
Don't want to do that. Ah!
God, makes backing up really hard when there's another trailer coming out at the same time.
Alright, let's try not to have any more game hiccups, shall we?
Omaha is nice, I guess. I mean, there's the air museum near Omaha. That was nice. I went there. It's pretty cool. Farmer Kurt is also a squirrel hyena that is known to forget what he's doing while playing a tiny, tiny fiddle. Right. Okay. Encourages Jordy to share bad jokes with the group. Oh, goodness. Serenar's truck looks like she threw a glass bottle of Ribena at it. Well, yes. You're off to the
There's no
race.
glass left. I spread it all the way over the highway before.
Yes. She has destroyed all glass in the known universe except for the glass that was on the back of my truck. You are gone because I'm stuck at a red light.
Oh, I will slow down.
Okay. Just make sure to warn you when you get close to Omaha so you can avoid the interstate. I just avoid the interstate full stop, Sunshadow. Just, you know.
Oh, the indicators flash in the mirrors. That's quite neat.
Yeah, I do like that truck. It has some giddy up at low speed that I don't have in this Pete. Which maybe is a function of the Pete, but whatever. It's generally a pretty good truck. Should we clip the rare event Dare stopping for a red light? Well, see, Serenar can tell you I've been a good driver the past 2 streams just to be annoying, being awkward.
Yeah, I think you did lose patience for a moment last week, but most of the time you were actually obeying all the rules.
Yes, I did lose patience towards the end. Stay on that side of the Missouri River just to be safe. I mean, yeah. I'm a contrarian. Uh-huh. You're gonna stay in Council Bluffs? Probably a good idea, Sunshadow. It's a 60 zone, dude. Mr.
He's
Sweet
stuck behind
Beats.
me.
Mr. Sweet Beats. It's a 60 zone. Oh my gosh, look at this traffic. All right. Go. Power of the horse truck. Uh-oh. Oncoming traffic. This way will work. Thanks for that game. Appreciate that. Hope we're doing a left up here. Kermit. Oh, the road now goes back. Oh, to 2 lanes. Hello, everybody. Oh, we've made it up to Serenar. He's just making a left turn now. Trying to spread her tires across the road. Oh, we are not doing this. Okay, there's a point at which I'm like, this is just not happening. Clearing the traffic jam. Anyone got their right blinker on? All I see are left blinkers. Perfect. Everything good.
Ooh, lots of twains.
Lots of trains. The opposite Tebber's lane was christened the Sato lane a few months back. Okay. Everything was great on that turn, and now I'm going to finally catch up to Serenar. Not your proudest moment? Oh, come on, Sato. It's all a proud moment. Unless you're Serenar and flip your truck multiple times.
That was quite impressive.
It was. Alright, I've caught up to you so I can watch you crash again.
Okay.
It was excellent that you got ahead of me that last time because we wouldn't have caught that in screen otherwise.
No, but the game didn't even crash or anything. The sound, everything just died. Totally frozen. And then, yes, we know what happened.
Slow down, it's a 45 zone. Everything fine. Oh, thanks, Thad. It was fine. Those people probably died, but oh well.
Some cardboard horse cutouts in the field on the right there.
Woohoo, cardboard. Oh, well, they're probably not cardboard.
Maybe they just look cardboard because of SES.
Well, they're probably metal.
Oh.
We have a metal buffalo up on a bluff. It's buffalo. Buffalo coming into Colorado from Wyoming, so that you know that you are in Colorado, in Buffs country. Hey, you know, our load's oversized.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Your rear just has your rear end just has an oversized load sign.
If I had one of those in real life, I think it might help.
Would it though? Power! You are gone. Yeah, that truck's got some giddy up.
Yeah, I like it. Might change the paint scheme though, because I think I've got this on one of my other trucks. It's meant to be a winter one that I just recolored.
Wolf says you make a beeping sound in real life when you move backwards.
I do. Warning, vehicle reversing.
Dare just wanted to brag about having an oversized load. You know it, Fad.
you could see some of the paint scheme of this truck through the A-pillar on the front, so that it looks like some kind of weird purple and crazy pick a purple zebra from the inside of this truck.
A pink and purple zebra would be amazing.
I saw a photo of a horse that was at a country fair in the UK. It was a white horse that had some zebra stripes painted on it. That was quite amusing. Can you actually tame zebras? Can you break them in?
Well, you can't ride them, but you can certainly have them. In fact, there's a place near my sister that has a zinke or donkbra. Take your pick, which one you want.
Half zebra, half donkey?
Yes.
Oh, I thought donkeys were infertile.
No, those are mules.
Oh.
Mules are the combination of a donkey and a horse.
Ah. So is it like a donkey with stripes?
Yes. Hey there, gutter, we meet again. Yeah, we never left. That's right. We don't leave the gutter around here.
We're talking about donkeys.
No, my oversized load.
Oh.
I said something about there was some Fad was playing a game and it talked about a bulge nearby, and I said it's just someone that stuffed a sock down their pants. Instead, he found a nut.
Well, it was to do with there was a walnut, wasn't it?
Well, he found a nut in a tree.
If you hit those cardboard boxes at the side of the road, does it do any damage to your truck?
I don't know. Why don't you try and find out?
I already went past them.
Okay.
And I would like to finish one job this stream.
Oh. I'm like, why is my truck slowing down every time I take my foot off the gas? Finger off the gas. Oh, because I had the cruise control still set to 35, and it was like, oh my god, slow down. Oh my goodness.
Well, I previously had all of my my pedals wedged in the correct position by magazines and catalogs and things, and in the interests of keeping things tidy, I moved all that out of the way. So until about 5 minutes before the stream, I had nothing to support my pedals, so I was just had to go reach back into the recycling to get all the catalogs back out, so I could put them back into the pedals just for this stream.
I thought you had a built thingamabobber.
My dad's built it, but I haven't seen him yet, so I'm seeing it next week. So that was a picture of him building it in his garage, but he hasn't actually given it to me yet.
Ah, gotcha.
And I'll be stuck if I ever get any non-Logitech pedals because they're made to measure.
Well, you know what? The screw pattern on the bottom of those Logitechs, I think is actually pretty standard now.
Yeah, I don't think this screws in. I think it sort of clamps in just for ease of use. So when he comes up, if he wants to make any alterations to the design, he's certainly welcome. But I only gave him the shape, and he built a platform that was the right shape with like metal clamps either side.
Interesting.
So, neat little design.
Wolf is off to get snacks before he rounds up some zoo animals.
Interesting. What are they playing this evening? ATS or ETS?
I don't
guess
know.
we'll find out.
We'll find out. Is it as tall as the chair? Fat asks.
What? Tall as the chair?
Your pedals.
Oh.
Diamondback
Oh.
butts.
No, they like it just angles them up and, you know, makes them stable at a certain distance away from the wall so that if you do press the brake with gusto, it doesn't slide the pedals forward.
Yes.
There's like a little frame type thing.
And Fat has responded to Diamondback with mega butts, which is the oversized load that Serenar has in front of me.
Just waving my oversized load in your face.
Diamondback, I feel that you would be a fan of Electronic Superjoy when you are struggling to get your butt back from the Pope who stole your butt.
Why did the Pope steal your butt?
I don't know. That game is something else.
I just know the soundtrack is absolutely wild.
Oh, I love the soundtrack.
I just listened to that on its own. I've never played the game.
Yeah, I don't get very far in that game because it is also a very hard game. But I know Busa beat it.
Wasn't that on Das's list of things to play at one point? Didn't she get some votes for it?
No, it was Hyperlight Drifter that was on her list. Which Hypo Junkie played. You're all in on that game.
It was the Pope butt stealing that did it.
Yeah.
That's the hook you need.
Yeah. Well, you know the best part is when you do the down slap when you go like when you do a jump and you do a down press to kind of accelerate downward in the game, it makes a clap sound when you slam. So I guess it's a booty clap.
Even though you haven't got a butt.
Yeah, I guess. I wish I could find the commercial. There was a commercial back in the day for Travelodge here in the US. And they have a bear as their mascot, right? And the bear was doing the booty clap.
Wow.
Yeah, it scarred DOS for life. But it didn't run very long. Like I've tried to look back into all the old archive stuff that some of our clients keep. It lasted so short and it was so long ago that I can't find it.
It's a shame. I love watching YouTube channels that have old footage of adverts from certain years. I think there's some roadworks here.
Yeah, that's where we're delivering.
Go with them.
Goober.
I know. It's like, why does my line stop? Oh.
And I'm running out of fuel. Interesting. I got
When is the when is the no clip gonna kick in?
You are no clipped right now. You are in Ghost
Okay,
Park.
good.
I'm trying to decide how I'm going to park this because it wants me to park it on the opposing traffic lane.
Oh, that sucks.
I'll figure it out. As long as the cars behind me don't get too far up my rear.
I can always follow behind and block the traffic if needed.
Nah, I got it. I might have to lock in the diffs, but I doubt it.
Oh, reverse beepers are annoying.
Your reverse beepers are annoying?
No, but there's two of them going off at the once, and it's
Well, that's not mine, because mine just started. So you must be hearing, like, construction equipment or something.
Oh. There's a car coming up.
That's
Past
right.
you.
I got it. I'm
Okay.
off on the side of the road.
Oh wow, there's a pickup point here for deliveries too.
All right. What are we going to do?
Well, we're in the middle of nowhere, so... Actually not, we're quite close to North Platte if you wanted to go there.
Well, I'm going to have to go somewhere because I need fuel, but I'm game for whatever you can find here. Dare philosophy, butt theft. I don't even know how to respond to that, Diamondback. I think people have so much fear of butts. People have fear of anything that isn't the norm. Are you choosing a job or not?
There isn't one that's in Nebraska from here.
Oh. No, I don't want to leave this session. Okay, so what are we going to do?
Oh, there is one to North Platte, which is 29 miles.
Well, why don't we
That
take
doesn't
that
count.
just because it positions us into North Platte?
Sure.
And then, yeah. So my thinking here, so follow with me on this one. People are so worried about anything that they consider well, let me see how I'm going to phrase this. People are afraid of anything that puts them in a position that isn't a position of power, meaning that they have to like be I don't want to say subservient because that's not the right word, but where they can't hold all the cards. That's why people are so afraid of going to the bathroom in public, I feel. People are afraid of that because they're like, oh my gosh, what if somebody sees me or hears me? And it's like, but they're never going to see you again. 99% of people are never going to see you again. That is a nice paint job on that truck, by the way.
It's all right.
It's all right. And the same goes for like this extreme need to be to hide everything. Like, oh, I've got to wear like a billion layers of clothes or whatever, because oh my gosh, evil if you see anything. But if you think about the ancient Greeks were perfectly fine with it. They didn't seem to have any, big issues. It just was. It was the human form. So, butts. I think the theft Diamondback is the theft of the ability to be free and open with how you think about the human body. Although my neighbors just got a new car with the letters BTOKX on their plate, either Botox or buttocks. Nice. It's also a fear of saying something that is wrong in 2 weeks' time and then a reason to be canceled now. Well, no. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I think people should be. Well, the city north of us in Fort Collins, there was this big kerfluffle because this woman was in her backyard behind a privacy fence gardening topless. And somebody drove by in one of their tall pickup trucks or something and saw her and called the police. Because think of the children.
She was in her own house.
She was in her backyard behind privacy fence. And it started, and she was actually cited for indecent exposure.
Wow.
Well, what came of it is she sued the city and won, and it is now it was considered sex discrimination that men could go around the city topless, but women could not. And so now in the city of Fort Collins, there's no prohibition on women going around topless. But all the pearl clutchers are all like, oh my gosh, this is the destruction of society. I'm like, it's not the destruction of society. And you people are really sad if you're that worried about a topless woman.
I'd just be worried about sensitive parts getting sunburned.
Well, I mean, yeah, right. Like, there's that. Some people will need to cover up for that. Some people like myself have really good skin for sun, and it doesn't, like, it's like, whatever. And so after that, the city used to have, or the school up there used to have nude bike rides on the campus, and it was a thing for like you know diversity inclusion because like bodies are bodies, right? Well, then the city sued the school, saying it was promoting, think of the children. Oh my gosh, the child is going to see something, and now so they shut down the nude bike ride, and now some people are suing the city for that, saying that that's discrimination as well. They're using religion, which always makes me laugh because they're like, but my religion says it's perfectly fine. It's like, well, you can't say anything there now, can you? Sato now wants a super lifted truck just for driving around as an anonymous peeping Tom. I'm in your head now. All right. Is there anything from here that we want? What cities have you not been to?
To actually do a delivery.
Have you been to Alliance?
Looks like I've driven through it, but I haven't actually done any deliveries there.
Okay, I got train axles to Alliance.
Is that more than 100 miles?
194.
Ah, cool. Where's it getting picked up from? Here?
Yep.
Nice.
I'm going to say is do what you want, just don't get mad if you get undesired attention. My statement on that is people need to grow up. And yes, do what you want, but people also need to grow up and stop being children. Fad, that is exactly it. Why is it the end of the world if children or anybody sees another naked human not doing anything sexual? Right? Exactly. Oh my gosh, here she comes. All right, I need to remember to stop for fuel. I have 247 miles left in the tank.
Cutting it kind of fine.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming we're going to pass fuel on the way. I mean, to me, it just goes back to the whole like that clothing optional beach in Australia being closed because a bunch of pearl clutchers are moving in from more conservative areas, and they're like, oh no, we need to shut that down because we can't see that. And it's like, stop it, just leave people alone. If that's what people want to do, let them do whatever they want to do. If they sunburn some particularly sensitive areas, they might not do it again.
Suppose you just put sun cream on all of the parts. Just go through a bit more sun cream than usual, that's all.
Right. Does that make people driving lifted trucks potential offenders because they'll see all the kids in the fenced-off yards? No. I don't know what they would be offending for. Seeing the kids in... Oh, because there's probably rules around that in the Netherlands. Here it doesn't... Yeah, there's... Pretty much... The thing is, going back to Fad's comment about private property, private property doesn't really exist here in the US. Like,
But if somebody was to trespass, then isn't that usually where stereotypical redneck gets out a gun and says, "Get off my property," and then you kind of have to
yeah, but
because
they
you don't
don't.
want to be pumped full of lead.
Yes, but um, it's not really private property. They probably still are contingent on HOAs. Minimally, they're contingent upon the government allowing them to keep their property because it's not technically, they can't, you don't pay taxes. It's too bad. You still lose your property. It's all government property. It's just leased to you.
Oh, is it so you don't even own the land?
I mean, in theory you do, right? But if you stop paying taxes and see how long you can keep that land.
I suppose. We have the daft thing over here, which is like not owning the land. If you're in a block of flats or something, you lease it from the person who does own the land, and they can charge whatever the heck they want.
Yeah,
The value of lease.
So we put it in quotes. We own the land we're on, but we don't own any resources underneath the land that we are on, and we don't own any water that touches our land.
So you're not allowed to harvest rainwater?
For the longest, you were not allowed to harvest rainwater in Colorado. They actually had to pass a law specifically to allow harvesting of rainwater.
Wow.
Because technically the water rights are owned by somebody downstream. Let's say the kids are playing around a swimming pool. Doesn't matter, Sato. Yeah, there's no expectation. So what the court said what the police said when they fined that woman was there's no expectation of privacy in a community. It's like, I would think there is, but okay, whatever.
Yeah, that's a bit of a funny statement to make.
Yeah. Here we don't freak out about nakedness. Plenty of nude beaches and campsites. Right, Sato. It's like it's like when people put edited statues and paintings to put fig leaves over things because, oh no.
That always makes me giggle.
Yeah, it's just like really, and you know what? It's a shame thing. I could go into a long dissertation. Let's find something else to talk about because I'm sure this will get me demonetized somehow.
True, but to close that off, then I saw a post, one of those body positivity posts, looking at the statue of Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty, and if it's okay for her to have stomach rolls, then it's okay for you as well.
Darn right. See what you started, Diamondback? All your fault.
Because he said butts.
Well, because he spent 10,000 points for Dare Philosophy on butts. Or butt theft, realistically. The goddess of BT, lots of phones know. Goddess Aphrodite. You accept that. All right, good. Hopefully you got what you expected for your 10,000 points there. An extended rant about body positivity and the fact that we need to embrace the human form as it is and stop hiding everything behind the idea. What the? Gee, my nanny.
Okay, back there.
No, that car pulled out in front of me. That was 100% not even my fault. That car just pulled out in front of me. Hashtag free the butts.
This truck is slowing down in front of me for some reason. Why are we going so slow?
I don't know.
It's not like I've got the beans to overtake everything.
Well, I'm hoping that we find a fuel stop sometime soon.
Let me zoom out a wee bit. There's one just coming up.
Oh, good.
Actually. Yeah. Whether we can actually get to it, I'm not sure.
Hmm.
But it's at the junction.
Oh, okay. Are we turning right at that junction, or are we going straight?
We're going straight over by the looks of it onto
Okay.
the Route 2, but there is another petrol station on the other side of the road further
Excellent.
up. This one seems like it's easier to get to.
All right.
I'll go into it if you want, and you follow me.
Okay. Thank you, Fad.
And if it all goes hilariously wrong, then it'll all be fine.
Yeah. 100% not even my fault. Yep. 100% was not. I was actually surprised I got away with that one. Oh yeah, well, this is, I guess we're gonna go down a ways to get to the next one.
Can we even go right here?
No. I think we're in an overpass situation.
Ah. Oh well.
I have 133 miles left.
Well, we have 121 miles, so it's okay.
Thanks!
One number is bigger than the other, we're good. Like, Das sent me a photo of that one time when she came back from a journey in their electric car, and it was like, remaining 2 miles.
Yeah, right? Greater than 0. Yeah, that was the time that she drove for several miles with the hazards on at 25 miles an hour. Did you just wreck?
Nope, I just didn't brake as fast as I thought I would. Still getting used to this truck.
All right, so I've had one wall tap, and Missy here has had one car crash, one emergency evasive maneuver, and one barrel roll down the interstate.
That was quite impressive.
So one would ask, have you been drinking today? Do we
No.
need to do a roadside breath test?
No.
Will it be more than 35 micrograms per liter of air? And yes, I know that number. Because I found UK Motorway Cops series on YouTube.
Oh no, he's off again. He's working his way around the world's worst drivers.
I mean, it's something to have just kind of listen on the side, like listening, and then it also, I'm like, why is the UK so weird?
I don't think we're weird. I'd be paranoid driving in Europe or in Japan when I have to do so, but at least we're on the right side of the road in Japan.
Well, so the whole insurance thing confuses me, because here I buy insurance. The insurance is attached to my cars, but the insurance also is attached to me. So if I drive any other car, I'm still covered with my insurance plus the insurance that's on that car.
So we have a similar sort of thing, I suppose. We got various levels of insurance cover, but you only apply it to one vehicle. Usually, I think you can get multi-car policies and things, but by standard, it's just for one particular vehicle. And then you have either third party only, that's the lowest legal cover, where if you crash, it only pays for damage to the other things that you hit, not your car. So the damage is just, you have to pay for yourself. The next one is third party fire and theft. If your car gets nicked or explodes in a ball of flame, then that's covered. But if it gets written off by, you bump into a tree, tough. And then the last one is comprehensive, which covers everything. So your damage as well. So if you did wrap it around a tree, you would be covered, but it would probably go against your risk profile. Oh, fuel on the left for you.
All right, good, because I'm now backwards in my numbers.
So yeah, the comprehensive is the highest level you can get. Usually costs a bit more, and then you've got an excess to pay in the event of a claim. Whereas if you claim for a certain number of damage, they'll take off your excess at the end. So £500 is about an average amount, I'd say.
So the thing that gets me is it's always like, are you covered to drive this person's car? And it's like, That's what they always ask people, and I'm always like, in the U.S. the answer would just be, duh, yeah.
Not necessarily in the UK. I think you're only covered third party to drive somebody else's car unless the policy specifically says otherwise.
Some policies do prevent non-named drivers. See, that's the other thing. Okay, named drivers. So we don't have any named drivers. So I hold coverage on the Rabbit. So if you were driving the Rabbit, you're covered under my policy to a degree because you're driving a car that's covered by my policy. There's no naming of any drivers on my policy.
Oh yeah, that's another thing we do have to put who's going to be driving the car. And if there's more than one driver, then you have to say who's the main driver and who's the secondary driver.
So what happens if you are, let's say you're out, let's say we're out hanging out and we go to a pub and you're having one of those days and you have 6 liters of cider and are
We did. Okay.
and you're completely unable to walk, but we're friends, so I drive you home. Let's forget the fact that I would be driving on the wrong side of the road, driving like a grandma. But let's say the cop pulls the car over because I am driving like a grandma because it's the wrong side of the road, but I'm taking you home because you're in a state unfit for driving.
I think they'd probably be okay with that.
Okay.
I mean, they might have a word with you and say, we'll just make sure that, you get put on the car if you're visiting someone next time. But, I've done that before. I've added somebody temporarily to my car for X number of days because I know that we'll be sharing the driving.
Really? So you have to call your insurance company to add people to your policy because they may drive your vehicle?
Yes, but this was like a particular trip I was going on and I knew that we'd be sharing the driving,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
put her on for like 4 days or something. Yeah, what Fad said, the police would probably be like, well, technically you're not insured, but you're doing the right thing. We'd rather you be driving than her. So, yeah.
Why are you stopped in the road?
Because I was waiting for you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to go flying through the space again.
No. Do you want me to pull back out?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, it's a bit of a complicated
Yeah, it seems
topic
like
in the UK.
it seems extremely complicated because here, yes, we pay a ridiculous amount for insurance. In fact, I think my insurance is higher than yours on my cars, but like the cops wouldn't even care if it wouldn't even be an insurance situation because the car carries its policy.
Yeah, so it's related to the car, not the driver.
Yeah, it's almost like your license plates, because I know your plates are linked to the car, not the owner, whereas our plates are linked to us, not the car.
And I thought it was weird that your trailers have different registration plates to your car, whereas if you tow a caravan in the UK, the plates have to match the car.
Oh yeah, ours are different. Yeah. Everything
That's
is
another weird thing that I noticed.
Yeah, everything is plated separately. Because again,
weird,
that sounds like you're then tying that car always has to be the car that's towing that caravan.
Yeah, you just get a replacement plate for the caravan, right? So whatever car was towing it, you just get a copy of the number plate made to go on the back of the caravan.
So then, see, the reason we don't do that, again, this is very a Western thing, right? Like, if I'm driving down the road, if I had my old truck and I'm driving down the road, and someone's broken down on the side of the road, and they've got a trailer, and they're like, hey, can you take this trailer to the next exit because the tow truck is going to cost like a fortune if he tows a car and trailer. That's fine. I just slap it on the back of the truck and off I go. So we're constantly switching. You can tow with whatever you got.
Yeah, I suppose if you were going to be swapping vehicles, you just take a spare plate with you that you could like clip onto whatever vehicle you happen to be towing.
Well, I mean, it's like, I guess it also goes to like here you might share your trailer with your neighbors. Especially if you're like in Case's position where he's got like flatbed trailers and goosenecks for farm activities, where it could be one day it's on his truck, next day it's on his dad's truck, next day some random dude shows up and he lets him have it.
Yeah, that does seem a bit more communal and useful.
Yeah. And also, insurance is attached to the trailer as well. You actually buy insurance for the trailer.
But I suppose you have like you have no concept of vehicle tax, do you? Where you have to just register it to drive on the road every
Oh
year,
yes. Oh yes. Oh
in addition to
yes.
your thousands of dollars of worth insurance premium.
Yes.
Crikey, yeah, because my insurance for my car is like 450 quid, and until recently it was 250 quid for the whole year, and it probably costs about the same to tax it. So, but then Fad's car, like being an electric, he doesn't pay any road tax. So, yeah, it's kind of swings and roundabouts, as they say.
I have reached a point where I feel most insurance is at best a joke and at worst an active scam. True, Sun Shadow. They're dropping people in Colorado. They're randomly just telling people, we're not covering you anymore for home, or usually it's home because of the wildfires. They're like, you're too close to the what do they call it? The urban wild interface. You're too close to the urban wild interface, so we're just not going to cover you anymore. And
Yikes.
they just tell you that, and you have to have insurance in order to have a mortgage. So you'll have like 20 days to find new insurance. And there's entire groups of companies that are just like, nope, we're not covering it. We're not writing any new policies in Colorado.
Wow. That would be messed up. I have one more. I have one from here to Norfolk. Have we been to Norfolk? I think
I've
have
been
been.
everywhere. What I don't get in reverse is the whole renewing your driver's license at the DMV every year or whatever. It's in Colorado, we renew our driver's license every 5 years, and I can do it online.
We can do ours online as well, but I think ours is every 10 years. And it costs like 20 quid or something. Hey, we could go to Steam. Steam is in Norfolk as well. We'll go and see him.
Okay. Waiting for you to choose the job. Fed says next year he has to pay.
Oh, for the vehicle tax, yeah. I think they changed their mind and said, hang on, there's far too many electric cars. We're not getting enough revenue here.
So every year I pay $70 of registration on my Rabbit because it's so old.
How many? 70.
70, yep.
70. Wow.
70. I pay $290 a year for the e-Golf. And of that, $120 is an electric surcharge.
They actually charge you more for it being electric.
I will never pay less than the Rabbit because they will always charge $120 for having an electric car.
That's silly. There were so many incentives here just to get people to buy electric cars.
Well, I mean,
to the point where they were taking like thousands off the purchase price.
There's incentives. But the problem, the issue is we have the gas tax, and they're like, oh, we're trying to recoup the gas tax that we lose because you're driving an electric, which is stupid because they're basing
you pay a laughable amount for your petrol anyway.
Well, we do, but they base the gas tax on the mileage. The cost to fuel a particular car, but it's not like they didn't go and say, hey, the average fueling cost for a Golf is X. They just took an average value and they're just like, yep, that's what you pay. So like it's $120 for a Hummer. And I'm like, that should have a much higher e-tax if you're going to do that.
Yeah, that makes little to no sense. Our road tax goes on capacity and engine capacity and CO2 emissions, depending on how old the vehicle is. If it's a certain year, then I think they only take into account engine size.
Yeah. Every year I have to pay $25 and let some scruffy high schooler who doesn't give a rat's tail abuse my car to check its emissions. Literally, they rev the snot out of it on a rolling road, and it's always the same thing. Well, it keeps upshifting. I'm like, yeah, because you're trying to frickin' redline it, you idiot. I make
It's
DOS.
automatic, it'll do that.
I make DOS take it. I'm like, I will kill those people. I cannot stand them.
So they just like abuse your car for 10 minutes in the vein of trying to get it to fail emissions.
So you can, if you get, they do roadside emission tests where you, as you're driving by, it'll test the emissions. So we always try to find those and get to those. So then I don't have to pay the $25 and don't have to let some pimple-faced twat waffle abuse my car. Wow, you're gonna let me in. That's amazing. For insurance, they can't really repair electric cars. Any claim tends to automatically total the car. So I hate the automatic total. Like, if my Rabbit so much as gets a dent in the bumper, they will total it. Because it's so old, and the cost of getting the part from Germany is stupid high, that they would just say, no, it's totaled.
And you can't go and get any, you just go to any scrap yard and say, hey, have you got a door for this? They'll go, no.
Well,
there's like many of those in the whole state. I haven't got any spares.
Right. Well, especially mine because it's a two-door. So there were only a few thousand two-doors sold in the U.S. So, but I could still.
Whereas they're everywhere here.
Right, but I could still get them from Germany. But the thing is, when they total it, they immediately apply it to the title of the car. So once it's totaled, it can't be re-registered without going through a whole bunch of hoops. And I'm like, that is so annoying.
So if you were involved in an accident, would they make you claim on the insurance, or can you just, if it's, you bump into a concrete bollard, you go, fine, you don't insurance claim? Or do they like make you claim?
So officially, I have never had an accident. As far as my insurance knows, I have never had an accident. I have a perfect record. I've had to repair the front end of a car I backed into, and some old man gave me cash to repair the front end of my car when he pulled out in front of me.
Oh, well.
And on a wet road that I had no ability to stop. Like, I literally locked up that Bonneville, and it just slid into the side of his vehicle. So, no.
On the scale of things, that's not too bad.
As long as you don't call the police, nobody needs to know.
That's fair. I've done the same thing where I just done something silly, like reversed into a concrete bollard that I couldn't see, just kind of popped the dent out and carried on.
Yes. Oh yeah, and Das got rear-ended by some guy who gave her money to just get it repaired.
Yeah. I had a Honda Civic go into the back of me at a roundabout, and then we just sort of stopped, looked at the back of my car, looked at the front of his car, and went, and then carried on.
Yep. Yeah, I had somebody in a parking lot sitting in the truck, and they ran into the back of the truck trying to make the turn. And get out, and he's like, I'm so sorry, I hope I didn't damage it. And that's when I had the big metal flatbed on the back, and I was just kind of was like, dude, you can't damage it.
You could have rammed it at 20 mile an hour and nothing would have happened. You'd have bounced off.
Yeah. I'm like, however, the front of your car.
Yes, crumple zone do be crumpling.
Well, it didn't crumple zone it so much as it caved in the grill.
Yeah, it gets to a point where you just, not that you don't care about your car, but it's just less, getting a scratch on it is less bothersome. If I ended up with a new car, or newer car, I'd probably be a bit more careful.
Well, I mean, also if I had a Nissan Sneeze, I wouldn't care about it either.
No. It keeps complaining the oil's low. I should do something about that.
Yeah, you probably should. Or you could keep driving it till the engine seizes and explodes, and then you could have a fun toy.
I haven't driven it very much this year, but it's probably due a service. The garage that I used to use closed down, so I'll have to find somewhere new to take it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to see the effect of not putting oil in your engine, just watch I Do Cars on YouTube, because he tears apart the engines where people didn't properly lubricate them, and the carnage is quite spectacular sometimes.
Well, I've only been doing it for 2 days, so. And I haven't driven it for about a month before that, so. Could be that the oil's just all turned to sludge.
No.
The change anyway.
No, it probably truly is low.
Well, I figured the first time I did it, it was just because I was parked on a slope, so
Well,
that was why I was complaining. But then the second time I was on perfectly flat ground in a shopping centre car park, and it was still said it, so I was like, oh.
Just keep going. It's fine.
I will see about getting it fixed next week.
The warning
I've
lights.
been housebound for 2 weeks, so it's fine.
The warning lights don't really mean anything. They're not warning you of anything. They're not called warning lights to really mean they're warning you. It's just, you know.
But it's interesting about not repairing electric cars. Surely they still have the same body damage and suspension damage and, you know.
Yeah, to a degree, but insurance companies are terrible and in the US, and they will do everything they can to avoid paying anything.
Mm.
So, like, there is an entire when I worked at the TV station, our biggest advertisers, because we were a local station, our biggest advertisers were lawyers who helped you fight your insurance company.
That is awful.
Yeah, and Sun Shadows point out the availability of parts is the problem. If the parts aren't super available, the insurance company's like, nope, not worth the trouble. Write it off. And here we'll we'll pay you a pittance of the amount that it's actually worth, and you figure out what to do with it.
Yeah, I saw a brand new 24 registered Polestar 2 that had had its side caved in. And was just sat at the side of the road, and there was this woman stood there looking so dejected. This is like a brand new car, right? It's just been absolutely turned into a U-shape by something. I didn't see anything else. She was just sat at the side of the road. That must be absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah. When it comes to insurance, part of the reason why I agree with Sun Shadow, and you probably would agree with this too. Let's say you had a crash. They're going to hand you a pittance of money that isn't actually worth enough to get a new vehicle, isn't what the car is worth anyway, and tell you, sorry, too bad. Whereas you have paid them enough that they could hand you a check for a Ferrari, and they would still come out better. I've been with the same insurance company, which is my fault, since I started driving, and I know that I've paid them well in excess of what it would cost to buy like a brand new high-end car.
Yeah, as insurance is something you have to get, but hope you never have to use.
It's a government-sanctioned mafia, is what it is. Because they can pretty much decide their own rates, do whatever they want, make your life miserable when you do need them, and when in the end, if you don't have it, then you're screwed anyway. So it's like the government-sanctioned mafia. Cool.
What are those yellow lines in the middle of the road for? Not the twin lines, but the ones that kind of came across in stages. What was that for?
Nothing. I think it was 100% either a glitch in the game, or sometimes in real life, line painters are just making mistakes.
Oh, they had a little whoopsie with the paint machine.
Yes, exactly. Exactly, Diamondback. It's only racketeering when you or I do it. When the government does it, it's not racketeering. So back in the 1920s, when cars were first starting to become a big thing, and then, well, back in the 1920s, the concept of a jitney started, which was just somebody who'd pick up somebody else for a small amount of money and take them where they were going. And they were stamped out by the tram companies. Then in the 1950s, in the South, the same concept came back, where it was African American people giving rides to other African Americans to avoid the bus system and everything else. The government stepped in and called it racketeering and a bunch of other things because they didn't have the right taxi insurance and they didn't have taxi marks and all this other stuff. So then they sold their cars to churches. So then it became a church-funded thing. So then the government went after the churches. And it was all because it was an attempt to government control transportation. Sort of the same thing.
It doesn't seem like they care much about it. It seems to be you can't get around in the US if you don't have a car now.
Correct. If you pull out in front of me, cop, I will ping you into space. Thank you.
The weather's nice up there, I hear. At least it was earlier.
To control transportation and maybe prevent people getting the vote? Well, I mean, yeah, there's that.
Or make it so that if they do need to vote, then they have to get there in the most convoluted way possible. It's not possible if you don't have a car.
Well, in the US, your choices are either 20 minutes by car or 2 hours by bus.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a fair choice, does it?
Yeah.
And even to buy an old junker of a car, you'd still have to do all of the things with the titles and the insurance and the registration and the blah, 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 blah.
Yep. Thankfully, though, we don't have the MOT shenanigans that you guys have.
Yeah. Anything over 3 years has to go through an annual test.
Yeah. All we got is all we have is the
emissions.
emissions. Yeah. We don't have anything on.
Yeah,
Nobody,
be hanging off, and it's like, yep, fine.
nobody's gonna be checking if your sway bar is whatever or whatever other shenanigan that you have.
I just get a longer list every year that needs fixing.
Yeah, because you know what? They're trying to force you to buy a new car because it improves the economy, right? Because then you're spending money, it improves their tax base.
But the price of second-hand cars has gone through the roof. So if I was to try and buy a new car, it would be worse than the car I have now.
Except for the Evo.
If that makes any sense. Oh, yes. The problem would solve itself when I wrapped it around a tree after the first 2 weeks.
Oh, you would not. That would be if you bought the big turbocharged one.
The 340 or the 360, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, because 300 horsepower is fine for a four-wheel drive car.
Sure.
Like one of those little Wolf playing EA Sports WRC reminded me of this. They got the Yaris rally car, and they released a few limited edition homologation rally cars in the UK back in 2020 and 2021, so they could have this new rally car, and those things are insane.
I don't
They
see.
got about 250 horsepower inside a Yaris, and it's road legal.
See, I don't even see the point. Like, I know that in the EU and Northern Ireland, they're introducing speed regulation regulators in the cars, where it's using a camera to read the speed signs and GPS, and then it beeps at you or bongs at you or dongs at you or whatever to tell you that you're speeding. And they're going to do the same thing in California too, because California is, to most Americans, communist. I'm not so worried about that. Like, the only time that bothers me is, like, how does it read school speed zones and know that it's summer, the school speed zone doesn't apply?
Yeah, or you're going through past the school at 2 a.m.
Right, exactly. So those are my only concerns with it. But realistically, I don't need a 16 billion horsepower quad turbocharged, twin supercharged monster car. What's the point? You're never going to use it to even a quarter of its potential.
Nah, would be fun though.
Would it though?
To get you up to like 40 miles an hour at very quick speed.
Yeah, but
Oh, everybody stopped for some reason. Oh dear.
oh dear.
This red car just stopped in front of me for no reason.
You caused the crash.
I didn't.
Now I have 8% damage.
I have 6% damage. It's all that red car's fault.
Get his insurance.
It's the red cars. It's always the red cars.
Was it a Mustang by chance?
Yep.
Ah, well, that explains everything right there. Give him a few minutes, he'll wrap it around a tree anyway.
And now he's fled into the sunset over here, or sunrise. Jerk! Ooh, a way station. That's the first one I've seen the whole evening.
Well, there was a way station, but you'd already flipped your vehicle multiple times and were staring at the floor, so...
Now, we don't judge.
Whoa, you're going to the way station, I guess?
Uh-huh.
I got a bypass.
No.
Can I do that? I think I can. We're going this way.
Well, this way station's very far out of the way.
Oops.
Pardon the pun.
Hello!
Hi! You faced the wrong way.
No, I'm allowed to come this way. Actually, I'm gonna go this way. I'm discovering the road.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I am. Careful, I might have killed a stop sign down there, so there's a missing stop sign.
I like how it's telling me to go back the way I came.
Cannot tell if there's any traffic that way, but I'm going to assume there isn't. And if there is, YOLO. Yep. I just didn't want to let you get behind me because you've been the font of clips.
I have, yeah. It's been entertaining.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Rode off an entire truck.
Did? That was the end of the Pete.
You bring it back as a
90,000 miles and still counting. Done.
bring it back as a 4-axle monster.
Yeah. With like a rusty old beaten up paint job.
Yes.
I suppose if you reconfigure a chassis and all of that, it doesn't count against the mileage. It still counts as the same truck, right?
Yes, because this truck started out as a day cab with a small chassis, small motor,
Maybe
small
I'll do
frame.
that then in commemoration of my latest trip to space.
I was wondering why you were slowing down.
It's in the wrong gear.
Ah, okay. You're gonna do a money shift, go to first gear at 70 miles an hour?
No, it's just getting used to this gearbox and knowing where it goes and where it don't go.
Ah, okay.
Like you say, it's good at low speed. I think once it gets to 50, it slows down a bit.
Yeah, it has great pull at the beginning, but high end it just does not have the go on it. I think it's great as a runabout truck, maybe. Like,
Yeah.
it definitely wouldn't be a mountain truck. Let's say that. I don't think it would do very good trying to climb up some of the mountain passes because
No.
I don't think it has enough power on it.
I still like my Freightliner.
The one
But I
you
haven't tried a Mack truck and I haven't tried a Volvo truck, so who knows? Are they powerful or not?
I don't know. I drive a Pete.
That is my brand and I'm sticking to it.
It's the one vehicle I've bought, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, I only bought another, where on earth is this trailer going? Oh, that's awkward.
Awkward.
Can I drive it from the other side? No, because the door's closed. Open the door.
We're gonna watch this. Mainly because I gotta go in that exact same spot.
Oh, then you'll be inside my brain.
Yeah, there's lots of room.
Have to get out of the mindset that my trailer is going to help steer. This is not ATS.
Look at that. That was almost professional in its driving right there.
Almost. I wasn't sure if I was going to clear that, so.
Yeah, I didn't think you were actually.
I will move out of your way as soon as I can.
I'm not gonna clear that. I know that.
Short deliveries. There's one that's only 59 miles here.
Mm. Is that what we're gonna do? How many more cities do you have?
I think it was 6 out of however many we're supposed to do. 7. 7 of 12.
Hmm. Which cities do you have left?
It's difficult to guess. 3 at least, so I've got
Well, have you
Valentine,
Valentine? You need to go to Valentine. Okay.
yeah, Chadron, and Sydney.
Okay.
And then I'd have to look at my cargo log to see what I've done, because I've driven through other cities that would have shown them up on the map, but not like told me which ones.
I got a Sydney run.
I'm not going to finish that in 10 minutes, are we?
No. We're not gonna do anything in 10 minutes, I don't think. You can take a mixed tank from Norfolk to Norfolk.
Sure.
Dare, you look good. Why don't you back that thing up? Thanks, Diamondback. Oh, there's the mixed tank right there. All right. Literally just go around to another garage. Drop it in one garage, pick it up from the other garage.
many reverse gears has this thing got?
You flying around in a high reverse gear.
I was, and then I thought I probably better go forward because that's the way I need to go.
If you ever find the Stellaris Machine HOST as physical media, I want it, by the way.
Some good songs on there, right?
Mm-hmm. I've been trying to find if they released it as physical media, and I don't think they have, but...
There was something on one of the Steam pages, I think. Maybe it was a limited, like a special order thing. I'm not 100%, but I'll keep an eye out.
Maybe. Yeah, if you find anything in your travels.
I've been to a few oddball vinyl shops and had a look, but alas, didn't find anything. There is an enormous vinyl shop that's called The Tower in Japan somewhere that is supposed to have about 7 or 8 floors with vinyl.
Nice.
So that's on our list of places to go. And I'll be sure to pick up something for you there.
The beauty of vinyl, it's not region locked.
Yeah. How are you going to region lock a needle?
Yeah, exactly. Norfolk is supposed to be pronounced with an R. Norfolk? Norfolk?
Is it?
It's supposed to be closer to North Fork than what some stupid official wrote down. Hey, you got an oversized load sign on your rear end again.
Seems to be the theme of the evening.
Hey, there's a Pete that like the one that you flipped. Oh my goodness, how long is this light? And then it's going to go red before I get to it. Oh no, I made it. Okay.
Just going to make it up to 40 before the limit goes back down again.
Well, it's down to 35 again. And red light. It's right on red, dude. Go. Go, municipal waste management. Be the longest 8 miles of our lives.
I know, you weren't kidding. You're not going to get far in 10 minutes.
It's where I get frustrated in this game, is the lights are so annoying going through some towns that's what frustrates me. I'm just like, no. Where's Fluffy, I wonder? Yeah, that truck has some giddy up because you're pulling ahead of me. Oh wait. Oh, now you've hit a high enough gear range that I can move quicker.
Yeah, so that's 8th.
Yeah.
I can't zoom out far enough to see Wolf, so he must be on the other end of the country.
Yeah, so the 0 to 35 race is, if we were lined up exact and started at exactly the same time, I would have won by just a shave. But at the beginning, you've got all the go.
But maybe it would be alright for a hill
Maybe.
climb.
Yeah, it might be. You just wouldn't want a hill climb with like, you wouldn't want to go up to Bellingham with a big 200,000 pound load. I don't think it would be able to do it.
Well, we can adjust suspension now, so maybe it would be
No,
alright.
I don't mean clearance. I mean, I wonder whether it would be able to because there's so many times in Bellingham where you needed it to be slow in accelerating in first gear. You didn't actually want it to go very fast because you were trying to creep.
Oh, you need a crawler gear or something.
Yeah.
How's your parking spot for this one? Because I've got the weird facing the other way parking spot.
I've got a perfectly lined up parking spot, so I'm good.
Okay, well, this is going to be an absolute cluster, so enjoy.
Well, that's all right. I'll stop right here so traffic is stuck behind me. You might want to lock in your drives.
Ooh.
You got it. Yeah. Okay, you clipped into that trailer in my screen, but that's fine. Who is going to cause mayhem? Trevor, you weren't here when Serenar barrel rolled her truck. So I didn't cause any mayhem today.
I had a game freeze, and then when I came out of it, I was upside down.
That's what she claims, but
I still have yet to review the clip, but I will. I mean, I've seen, I think it was Case clipped it for me for the stream, which was quite spectacular, and I feel like I was cheated because I didn't get to see any of it.
Yay, we made it from Norfolk to Norfolk. All right, I'm going to look at the map and I'm going to see where Fluff is. Let's see, Steam is down south. No, I didn't want to put that on there. Go away. Fluffy is heading from LA towards Phoenix. And that's it.
Squirrel!
I think Steam was on somewhere as well.
Yeah, Steam is south of us, heading. Looks like he's heading down towards Salina. He's in a fuel depot right now.
Cool.
All right. Well, we've
Yeah, ticked off another few.
Yeah. I have 70.4.02% of the map explored.
I have 56.25.
I have 99.95% of Idaho, 99.95% of Montana, also of Oregon, 99.62% of Wyoming, and 99.37% of Washington.
Wow, I think my highest percentage is Washington, which is 74.95.
California is my worst, 43.89.
Oh yeah, California's my worst as well. They've done a rework though, haven't they? So that's probably why.
Yeah, because originally I had my my base of operation was Sacramento. So I'm now missing the entire inland valley between Sacramento and Bakersfield.
Got like San Jose and Modesto that are just grayed out.
Yep. Yeah. So one day I'll get back over there and truck in that area, but
yeah, I've spent most of it on the east side of it, like spent so long in Texas, and I still hardly discovered any of it.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, thank you all very much for coming and watching Serenar barrel roll her truck.
I will find the clip and post it in Discord from my point of view so you can see I saw nothing.
I gotta wait for the ad break to end anyway. So we'll wait for that. It's a whole 50 seconds left. You like to look at my truck? Thank you. It is my OG truck. This is the original truck I bought when when I started.
I still had my original truck up until earlier, and then it got pancaked into a million bits.
Yeah, I wanted to go and look and see. I have 168,000 miles on this truck. Which puts it quite a ways down on the list of drivers, but whatever. But that's not bad. I kind of want to do. I'd love to keep driving this truck and drive it more. I'd love to put 1 million miles on a truck. I think that would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be cool. I wonder how many miles my Pete has.
You wouldn't know because you destroyed the odometer along with everything else when you barrel rolled it.
That was yeah,
Mm,
we had fun, didn't we?
yeah, you did. I did too, watching you barrel roll it.
Only 58,663 miles for me.
Wow. Um, what was I going to say? I don't even know. We're going to raid Wolf. Thank you all very much for coming, hanging out. Next weekend, Saturday, should be whatever I find. Probably
Hmm.
Shipbreaker or Car Mechanic because I need to finish those two so I can move on to something else in my life. Because I have not bought anything in the Steam sale and I don't plan on buying anything in the Steam sale.
Oh, good for you. I haven't bought anything either yet.
And then Sunday, are you around next Sunday?
I think so.
Okay. We'll be back somewhere with Serenar to figure out what else we do. Who knows what we'll be doing.
Yeah.
So thank you all very much. Thank you for the clips, Fad. Much appreciated, in case. Let's go over and see what the Fluffmeister is doing. Because I have this feeling that the Fluffmeister is just him and Steam. But we'll find out. All right. See y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
That's a thing that we've done. uh, well, at least we're safely away from the incident.
Vam is here. Everyone fear. The Danish Wonder is here. Okay, let's try this again.